In the previous session, Huzur instructed rather to remind him about Huzur's own experience of Jinn. Huzur wanted to reveal it to us.
I didn't tell?
No, Huzur.
I saw Jinn sometimes in a very strange atmosphere. Once I was sleeping in my bed outside during the summer, and there was no one else in the home. My wife had gone to Lahore to her mother. So suddenly I felt that somebody is standing, a small boy, or man, but with a short stature. And he was concentrating on me. So I thought it was Qaboos, nightmare. So with effort, I opened my eyes to see. And he was there. So after I looked at him, he went to my bathroom. Now in Pakistan, during the summer, we open one door which is solid and one door which is mesh, that is locked, but air can pass through. So he went to that door and I could see it, and he went to my bathroom and took out my razor, and changed the blade, which I had not done it. I remember very clearly that before going to bed, I was thinking of changing the blade, but I said, all right, I'll do it tomorrow. So he did it instead of myself, and then left the room. Now I went to sleep again. In the morning when I went to my bathroom, I was amazed to find the blade had been changed, and there was no question of anybody doing it himself, unless it had to be some sort of jinn or something. So I have no doubt about the existence of jinns. They are amazing things. But also I've heard Hazrat Mirza Bashir Ahmad Sahib, that he also had seen jinn. So I inquired how. He told me that in his case also, the family had gone somewhere and he was alone by himself in the house. So he shut the door within and bolted it securely and went to bed. After a while, he suddenly felt a very strong pressure on his thighs, on his legs. And it was so strong that he got up, and he addressed him like it was his style. Oh, whatever you are, if you are sent by Allah to do some harm or something to me, I'm not afraid of you. Allah's will be done. But if you are by yourself, then I do not care for you. Do whatever you like. So then the pressure was released and he disappeared. Hazrat Bashir Ahmad Sahib got up and opened the door, put the light on, and the door was bolted, and there was no question of anybody getting in, and he went to sleep again. So that was what he told me of his experience. Another thing, my room was somehow bolted from within when I came after my office. So I thought by sometimes a bolt below automatically drops. So when I tried to open it, it was not the bolt within, but below. It was bolt up over the door, above the door. So I entered somehow and bolted all my doors and also my Roshandan. What we call Roshandan?
Ventilator.
Huh? Light ventilator, but it is, I don't remember the English word. So I secured everything so that nothing from outside can enter it. When next time I came, it was still bolted. So I went to my sister Amatul Basit, and a boy, Arshad, used to be there. I brought him with me and told him to get up and enter through the Roshandan. So he was a small boy. He said, it's secured rope, the two ropes are secured from within. It doesn't open. So I pushed it and forcibly made him go down. And when he entered, he cried, the door from the above is bolted and I can't open it, my hands don't reach it. So I told him to draw a chair near him, get up the chair and then open. So he did it. And then he came to the outer door, the same thing happened. The door from the outside, from the upper side was bolted. So he opened it and we entered. So that was the second experience, my personal experience. But the strangest experience was what happened in Karachi. In Karachi, there is a road in Karachi, Tariq Road. And we had planned to go to seaside, and I thought I better take my tape recorder with me, which was slightly out of order. So there is a shop in Tariq Road, where a side road by the Tariq Road, where there was a good mechanic. So I and my Mubarak Khokhar's wife, Mubarak Khokhar, and his daughter, Oma, they were all in the car. So when we entered the Tariq Road and turned towards the shop, I saw a strange girl standing there in burqa and well clad in burqa, but her eyes were very strange. You know, the eyes were so strange that we all noticed what sort of eyes she has. Dark black, pitch black, but there was something in the eyes which sort of hypnotized you. So anyway, we noticed her and then we went to the shop, and because it was getting late, I went out and looked at my co-passengers, what they were doing, and I noticed that Jamil, Khokhar's wife, she was talking with that girl, and there was another boy on the opposite side to whom Mubarak went, and they were both talking to each other. So I entered the shop again, waiting to see what happens, and I thought when I go back to the car, I'll find out who that person is. So ultimately I went to the car and I inquired from them who the person is. He said, how do you know? He said, you went and talked to her, the wife went to talk to her, and the husband went and talked to the other person, whoever he was. He said, we never went out of the car at all. on the other hand, you went and you talked to her, so you know better. So I said, don't make a joke, please tell me. So little girl Oma shouted, Mamu, she used to call me Mamu, I tell you, they didn't leave the car at all. I also saw you go to that woman and speak to her. So you better tell us who that person is. This was a double, illusion. And from that I thought she had to be a jinn or whatever it is. It couldn't be just mesmerism. He had a strange look in the eye, and then when we left, she had already disappeared. So these are my two strange experiences which make me believe that there is something like jinn. Have you written down everything?
I got
জিন বিষয় আপনার ব্যক্তি
क्लास छोटी है, अभी एक साथ और भी हुआ करते थे वहाँ.
सैयद मोहम्मद साहब
हैं?
सैयद
सैयद मोहम्मद साहब वो नहीं आए होंगे,
जी,
और मुल्ला साहब भी नहीं आए,
जी,
और भी कोई रह गया?
अब्दुल खालिक बंगाली साहब,
बंगाली साहब,
जी,
قادیان کا
डॉक्टर साइद साहब,
डॉक्टर सईद,
जी,
वो कौन से?
he is from उड़ीसा, इंडिया,
अच्छा,
जी,
अच्छा,
he is also missing.
he also used to come.
जी.
अच्छा.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम हुजूर. हुजूर